Let's talk about the power of persuasion. Whether it's you trying to convince that police officer you don't actually need that ticket, or you're trying to persuade a group of people to buy your products or use your services, it's all the same. And in the business world, we call it marketing. And if done correctly, believe it or not, you'll get a group of people to buy your product or services by persuading them. So I'm going to break it down into 3 categories for you: emotional, logical, and social. The emotional side is pretty simple. The whole goal here is to emotionally tie your product and services to your audience. So think Dos Equis, the most interesting man in the world. Who doesn't want to be like that guy? I know I do. I think it seems really cool. They have tapped in to the emotional side of humans to make them think they'll be more interesting by drinking this beer. Had they used something like, "Look how stupid you are for not drinking this beer," it probably wouldn't have turned out so well for them. You see, there's many different emotions you can play upon: excitement, humor, fear, disgust, pleasure, and really the list just keeps going. You can use any one of these emotions, of course, depending on your brain. But the main thing to remember is know your audience and know your industry. Next up is logical. Does it make sense to buy this? I don't know. Most logical decisions are made based upon facts rather than emotions. Really, this boils down to proving that your product or services are better than your competitors. Whether it's through features, because maybe you offer more features than your competitor does, or through pricing, because you are less expensive than your competitor is. Really, whatever it is, you have to prove your product and services are better than your competitors. That's what it boils down to. Although this approach is often used for a B2B, a business-to-business selling point, some B2C do use it. It's not necessarily as effective. It is more effective for B2B. This is not a glamorous selling product or a glamorous selling point, but it is effective in its own kind of way. Now let's not forget about the social side of persuasive selling. It is said that 88% of consumers trust online reviews just as much as a review from their neighbor, friend, or even family member. You see, this online world never existed 20 years ago. Businesses never had to worry about something going viral, whether it's good or bad. A simple way to promote your product or services is to let your customers do it for you. Use their comments in your marketing materials from sites like YouTube, Amazon, Yelp, Zagat. Whatever review site you can pull a good comment from, use that to help promote your product. You see, customers like to talk. Let them talk. Let them persuade your future customers to buy from you. That's kind of a win-win. It's totally possible for a company or even an industry to specialize in one of these avenues. If done correctly, you can use elements from all of these avenues to make a sound campaign. Now, look at what your competitors are doing and do it better. And if what you're doing is working, keep doing it. As always, thank you for watching and happy trade show exhibiting.